Hey guys, what is going on? Lego Man 123 and welcome to the Avatar The Last Airbender Season 1 Main Characters of Funko Pop Showcase. So within Season 1, the main characters did consist of Aang with Momo, Katara, Sokka, Appa, Zuko, Suki, and Iroh. And throughout this showcase, we'll be taking a look at them separately, so without further ado, let's get into it. So firstly, starting off with Aang, I definitely think this is a really awesome pop figure just because of the way they've been able to capture his cartoon look into a Funko Pop, because they've just included everything about his character with it. Clothing, his arrow, the way he does airbending. I think the movement of the pop figure is definitely really awesome as well. The color scheme for his clothing is definitely really accurate. The way they've been able to design it as well. And I also like the inclusion of his staff as well as like the way they've been able to show airbending. I definitely think that is really awesome. And then the inclusion of Momo is definitely a really cute and just a great inclusion, because there's really no other way you would get a variant of Momo, because I think like getting a regular pop size version of him would just look really strange and awkward. So it's really nice to get a miniature version of him. He just looks so cute. The way they've been able to capture his ears, his eyes, his sort of position as a lemur. Then we have Katara, and she's such an awesome pop figure as well, and she's definitely really accurate to her version in the TV show, because there's just so many key parts of her character present in this version of her as a pop figure because of her hair loops. I definitely think they've been able to capture such a unique design for that, as well as her necklace, because I think that was such a key part of her character in the show, and I'm just really glad to see that. Even though it is a small detail, it's definitely really awesome to see. And then her outfit as well is definitely really awesome, with like the wool design in like that really nice white coloring. The way they've been able to sort of symbolize that it's wool, the texture of it is definitely really cool. The blue coloring as well, I think that is really awesome. But probably one of my favorite parts is the way they have her position, like using water bending. I definitely think that is really awesome. Then we have Sokka, and I love the inclusion of the boomerang because it's just a fun and just a really nice inclusion to actually have for this pop figure of him. But one of my favorite parts would probably be his hair, because I believe it's called a warrior's tail, and I think it is such an accurate depiction of it from his version in the TV show. And I think the overall design and just the look of it is definitely very accurate as well. I also like his clothing in like that really nice light blue and that sort of like darkish blue color, and then just the other features as well included are definitely really awesome. I also like these small details, very similar to Katara with like his necklace. I think that is a really nice inclusion as well. And as for Alba, I believe this is the first Avatar The Last Airbender pop figure I picked up. And I just think the overall design for it is just so accurate to the version in the TV show, because of the way they've been able to include the horns, the fur design. I think the texturing is really awesome. The belly design, as well as like the toe design, I think is really cool. The positioning of Appa is definitely really accurate as well. And I believe there's also another version of Appa that's flocked, and I think it's like a bit more of a bigger version, so I'm definitely interested in possibly picking that up. But I also love the inclusion. It's a simple, but I think it's just a fun idea to actually have Appa poking his tongue out. Then we have Zuko, and he's such an awesome pop figure because I love the way they've been able to design his hair, because in this show it has such a unique and interesting design, and to actually see it on a Funko Pop version of Zuko is definitely really awesome. And the way it does sort of like flow, I think that is really cool. And then the design for his outfit is definitely really awesome. I love the different color schemes and just the way it sort of looks like armor. I definitely think that is really awesome. But my favorite part would probably be the inclusion of him fight bending, because I definitely think it looks really awesome. Just so accurate, especially the way it sort of goes around the back and comes out the other arm. And the translucent orange definitely does look really awesome. But my favorite part about Zuko is his scar, because in the show that is such a key part of who he is as a character, especially when it comes to his redemption, because the inclusion of just looks so accurate with the design and just the way it's on his face. Then we have Suki in her Kyoshi Warrior's outfit. And I love the overall design for the Kyoshi's Warrior outfit on Suki, because it just looks so accurate to the version in the TV show with all the small details, especially with the fins. I think that is such a nice inclusion. I also love the way the outfit was designed in that really nice dark and like light green coloring, and then the way they've been able to like add creases in is definitely really awesome. The armor design is great, but my favorite part would probably be the design for the hair, because of just the way it does sort of like flow and just the color scheme as well. And I also love the inclusion of the makeup on her face with the red and the white, because that is such a key part of the Kyoshi Warriors, and to actually see it as a Funko Pop is definitely really awesome. Then finally, we have the one and only Uncle Iroh, and he's probably one of my favourite characters within the Avatar The Last Airbender series, and it's just really awesome to see him as a pop figure. And I love the inclusion of the teacup, because that is such an important part of who Iroh is as a character, and to actually see it in a pop figure is definitely really awesome. I also love the way they've been able to design his clothing as well, with like that armor design, especially with the robes. I think that is really awesome as well. But the hair is probably, and the beard is probably my favorite part, because I love the way it's tied up in like this really nice bun, and then you go down to the beard and like it's sort of spiking out. I think that is really awesome. So, hope you guys did enjoy this video, because I really did enjoy sharing my thoughts and opinions on each of the Avatar The Last Airbender main characters from Season 1. And I would love to do this again for Seasons 2 and 3. But I am missing a couple of pop figures from Season 2. I think I'm only missing maybe like 3 or 4. And then for Season 3, I think I'm missing possibly maybe 5. But I'm not 100% sure yet. But definitely stay tuned for videos like that, because this is probably one of my favorite videos that I have made in quite a while. But as always, guys, hope you guys did enjoy this video. And so goodbye!